Gender inclusion has probably increased in the region, but surely not at the pace it should have. What should be the first step to take to solve that problem?
I think the first step to take is to understand that the rules of the rules of the world of work has been written when women were not part of the world of work. So we need to adjust that to have the presence of women, and also to adjust to the digital economy. Now internet allows women to work from anywhere, allows them also to engage in different work models per project on demand, part-time basis. Distant works is becoming more and more common. So what we need to think is to adjust obsolete models of the workspace to the digital economy, and this will drive inclusion and will allow women to remain in the workforce.
The number of women on Latin American boards of directors is very small. What is the strategy to place women on boards? Is lack of relevant experience the main obstacle?
For me, the main obstacle is that women, when they have children, they drop off the workforce. When they leave, only 25% return if they have two children or more. So one of the most important things is to develop strategies to keep them working so they don't abandon their careers, and provide training in leadership and also network support to help women to understand and believe that as they have the highest educational attainment today, they deserve to be there, and they can be there, and there is a room for them on the table, and they have the opportunity to be there. But I think that peer support is also very important.
There is ample evidence that diversity, including gender diversity, has a positive impact on corporate growth and profitability. Why it has not been embraced more by Latin American firms?
Culture, probably, like there are cultural issues related to the role of women. Women as a follower, women are perceived when they are leaders that they are too aggressive, and in many cases not likable. So I think that one important thing is to have redefine the attributes that are the typical attributes perceived for leadership, and help men and women to understand that together we are much better than if we split and take different parts. So working together is one key to have more women in leadership roles.
Global studies show that feminine contribution to corporate governance comes from their superior capacity to listen, build consensus, and be empathetic. Is there any other feminine characteristic that should be added to this list of impacts to firms in Latin America?
I think we try harder, and women have higher education today than ever before. We work good in groups, we build consensus, and we care deeply about motivations of people, not only their professional motivations, but the overall situation, their family, how they interact with each other, how we build and connect. So we tend to be much more supportive and help each other grow and focus more on other people's development when we care about having other women being elevated to new positions. So I think there is a combination of things. On one hand, the education is there. On the other hand, the nurturing capacity that women have, and also the broader view. We tend to see things in a circle instead of linear. And as you all know, women can multitask, so this can also be one important asset to provide value and become a good coach, because we can see things in many different directions.